And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Leopard!
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on second is Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
319! 319! Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun, Williams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. After the interception, here's Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Good!
second down. Here's Watson. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Williams. He's got a man. Complete. Give him 30 yards there.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Williams now throwing on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a 1st down throw. Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Watson on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
From the 50, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Spy the QB with you wide end.
On first down, it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Francis. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, here's Barkley. And now running right through it. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Tucker's kick right there. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about.
And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, Watson. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will make our score 9-0. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Back to throw. Williams. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Ohio! Ohio!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Williams looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught here left side by Brett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. I got one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Williams to throw on second down. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. This is third and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Another stop on third down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And Elliott puts this one through. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The field goal we just saw has this now at a one-score game. And on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Deion Jones. In there for a milestone sack as it moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141 and a half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw, Watson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And complete right side to Cook. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
All right, here we go.
They'll go to Barkley again. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now Saquon Barkley, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets it.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Williams being chased out left. And just shedding him off there. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's ball. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first down carry for Barkley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. On 3rd down, Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.